Punch, Ultimate Debate League. We back. I be the host, iXclusive said. Debated to my left, Boomer, introduce yourself.
Yo, it's your man, Boomer, man. DJ Boom Live, Midwest shit, representing. You know what time it is, man. Let's go.
Debated to my right, ATK, introduce yourself.
Hey, TK here, man. Make sure y'all listening, tune in. We getting ready here. Let's go.
All right. The topic is college still worth it? Is college still worth it? Top of the first is on Boomer. 1 minute on the clock. Punch.
Every time I feel some type of way about my hood, man, these family niggas be reminding me. See, we both real niggas, but you a different kind to me. Math, lunch, English, you was on a different time to me. I pull up, gym, I pull out, trigger. ATK, you a math teacher, so let's talk math. As of 2017, the median household income for Asians was $81,000. For white Americans, $68,145. For Hispanics, $50,486. And guess what? For African Americans, it was $40,258. The average cost for a 4-year college in state is only $9,410. For a 4-year college out of state, it jumps massively to $23,890. And God forbid your child wants to go to a private 4-year school, it increases to $32,410. As recently as 2011, CBS News reported that less than 20,000 students a year receive a full ride to 4-year colleges. Out of that minuscule number, only 0.3% received enough grants and scholarships to cover the cost of college. Out of all scholarships given, 72% were to Caucasians. As recently as September of 2018, the average student debt is $33,310. The total amount of debt also was $1.44 trillion.
Time.
Borrowers is 42. All
right. Bottom of the first, ATK is on you. 1 minute on the clock. Punch.
Listen, Mark Zuckerberg, he said, if I had the opportunity to learn for 2 more years, I wish I could have stayed in college. Jeff Bezos, he said, the surest path to an American dream and contributing to the U.S. economy is through a college education. Bill Gates said, we're working with college leaders to transform the college experience to make it easier for low-income first-generation students to stay in school and complete degrees at an affordable price. These are some of the top guys, some of the most important and richest guys in the world, and they are talking about their college experiences and how important college actually is. We need to look no further than our youth. Social media today is literally creating a generation of kids who are losing skills like communication and being able to interact with people. College actually provides that structured environment as well as the guides and the resources to understand how to communicate with people, to understand how to talk with people, and the means to learn through all these different advisors. It gives you the ability to make mistakes and communicate with your peers without having these dire consequences like the loss of a job or the loss of an important connection. If you're 18 years old coming straight out of high school with no experience, where are you going to get the skills to network? Where are you going to get these skills to develop these people skills, the professional skills, the soft skills, the knowledge, and the ability to code switch and being able to speak with different people? That's impossible to develop outside of college. You need that college setting, only because those people are going to be able to give you the time of the day, and only because you have that experience.
All right, time. All right. Top of the second, Boomer is back on you. 1 minute on the clock. Punch.
You down 1-0, nigga. And not only is you down 1-0, you actually led your round by using the name Mark Zuckerberg. The nigga worth $60.5 billion who never actually got a college degree. So I could give a fuck about what he actually said about going to college. Now, moving on. There's alternatives to actually going to college. There's independence in starting your own business. Entrepreneurship is more prevalent than ever right now. Starting a business and investing in yourself is the way to go. You can even, join the military right now and have the ability to travel the world debt-free, unlike going to college and having to come out of pocket. You can try an apprenticeship. You can get a trade and become a certified electrician, welder, plus many more occupations that are available. Or you can simply jump straight into the workforce where you have immediate relief of no future substantial debt. U.S. News reported in 2014 that the average bachelor degree holder takes 21 fucking years to pay off loans. Explain the disadvantage of not pursuing a college degree, stress-free of college courses, and waiting 4 to 6 years to graduate, and then spending the next 20 years paying loans as opposed to getting immediately into the workforce and starting your own foundation. Please tell me the incentives. Time.
All right. Bottom of the second, ATK is on you. 1 minute on the clock. Punch.
That's incorrect. You're saying that these people are going to be able to go straight into the workforce. If you're 18 years old coming out of high school, you're not going to be able to go straight into the workforce in a job that will actually pay off more than so if you have an actual college degree. You're going to be working these low-end jobs and not being able to get into these engineering jobs, not being able to get into these business jobs. You have to think about what the connections that college provides. That's probably one of the most important aspects of the college experience. You have access to multiple groups, society, clubs, and professionals in the working world. That's invaluable when you're in college. You are immediately surrounded by people who have a vast wealth of knowledge, from fellow students to professors, advisors, counselors. These are multiple people who you meet in college, and you all have that commonality that you went to the same college. I can't tell you the amount of people who I've met outside of school after I graduated. I never met them in my entire life, but once I met them, once I said, oh, we went to the same college, that just gave me another connection. That just opened a new door for me. Those are the type of opportunities that you get. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a situation where I have my college degree and I have a bachelor's as well as a master's. My friend only has a high school degree. He didn't get the time of day. They only spoke to me because I have my degree. They're not going to give you the time of day. They're not going to give you a job. They're not going to give you those opportunities if they're looking at you and you don't have your actual degree. If you don't have that higher education and that learning that someone afforded you.
All right, top of the third. Y'all both would get 30 seconds each, 3 times to go back and forth with the final 1 minute at the end. Boomer, it's on you first. 30 seconds on the clock. Punch.
Man, I know plenty of motherfuckers with a wealth of knowledge who simply just decided not to implement that shit under these white establishments that were created for us to go to. But that's a whole different story. Negating college after high school and utilizing other available options allows you to become more self-sufficient and quickly study. For majority of ethnicities, the curriculum isn't relative to them. From grades K through 12, minorities spend their time learning and receiving inadequate education. But because of the stereotype America has painted as what qualifies as secondary education, we've fallen into the trap of what success is. Coming from urban areas, a lot of high school education doesn't prepare its students to continue on course for an additional 4 to 6 years.
Time.
A lot of our HBCUs have built.
ATK, it's on you. 30 seconds. Punch.
That's incorrect. You're disproving and you're taking away from the services that colleges actually provide. Talk about career counseling. That's something that you cannot get outside of college. Career counseling, where people can actually develop you depending on what you actually want to do. You may not be sure on what you want to do in your life, but career counseling in schools actually provides that. Health services. Talk about how much healthcare is worth in this country. If you get injured and you have to go to the doctor, you will be paying out of pocket out the ass. But if you're in college, you get those free health services like checkups, like injury assistance, like free tests for STDs, writing centers that teach you how to write. People come out of high school not being able to write emails properly.
Time.
That's the part of services college provides.
Time. It's on back on you, Boomer. 30 seconds. Punch.
Oh my God. People have been bamboozled into believing that the word achievement comes in the form of a degree. Because that degree will give you a higher salary while living within your means or doing what you want to do and placing a glitch in the matrix is abnormal. College is a fucking scam that is targeted against people of color, knowing that most of the kids are coming from impoverished communities. And the narrative that you're a failure if you didn't go to college is used to pin our blacks against the wall to make a life-changing decision that most can't pay for. How many times have you used physics in your everyday life? How many times have you used calculus when you go to the bank?
Time.
How many times have you had...
ATK is back on you. 30 seconds. Punch.
Again, you're talking about these specific things on how many times you use this, how many times you use that. It's the experience and the actual opportunities to be around certain people. Talk about when people get out of high school, that's probably the first time that they'll ever have to be away and gain a little bit independence from home. But when you're in college and you have that independence, it's not this outward world where you can just continuously make mistakes and have these dire consequences. It's in a structured environment. If you don't have college, you're 90% more likely to remain at home and rely on your parents for your needs as opposed to actually getting up and starting your own business. But with 4 years of college, that gives you the chance to feel like you're on your own and still have a bit of structure so you don't completely lose yourself.
Time. All right, Boomer, your last 30 seconds. Punch.
Out of high school, the first time getting a form of independence, hey, my nigga, I don't know what community you came from, but most of the motherfuckers I know been having to be independent since 12, 13, 14, 15 years of age. Whether it be a female having a baby out of wedlock, maybe it being a young man just not getting along with his parents at home and getting kicked out. So that independent shit, you can throw that out the window. Let me ask you a question. Why are colleges and universities, fraternities, and sororities Greek?
All right, time. ATK, so last 30 seconds on you. Punch.
All right, yeah, we know fraternities and we know the history behind fraternities and sororities, but we've seen how it's transformed and that blacks have actually taken that and embraced that to be able to expand their networks. It's not even about the Greek ideologies that it had in the past, but it's about being able to make those connections again. And you're talking about people being independent. If you want to talk about independence, when you're in college, sexual experiences, those give you the opportunity to experiment freely. You can meet a girl and you can have sex. You don't have to worry about all these other things like catching STDs. You get free condoms at school. You get the opportunity to actually learn about sexual education and not have to worry about all these other issues that you may not have outside of school.
Time. All right. This our last minute. I'm gonna give y'all a minute with 30-second grace period. Boomer, it's on you first. Punch.
Man, motherfuckers do not need a Greek fraternity or sorority under their Greek ideologies to socialize. Motherfuckers got social media for that. Let me ask you another question. Why do we struggle getting the same learning opportunities but get handed full rides to sports? It's called exploitation. To set us up to be as dumb as possible, but a highlight reel for a predominantly white arena or stadium to clap in the stands for. You talk about all this importance about college education. However, you have niggas like Steve Jobs, who founded Apple, never got a college degree. Bill Gates, Microsoft, never got a college degree. Ellen DeGeneres, one of the most powerful TV icons in the world right now, never got a college degree. Ted Turner started CNN, never got a college degree. Paul Allen, no college degree. David Geffen, the founder of DreamWorks, no college degree. Oh, we can go to our urban community as well. Oprah Winfrey, no college degree when she came in the game. Russell Simmons, no college degree. Shit, we can even go the route of pastors. T.D. Jakes, one of the most powerful pastors in the world, no college degree. Tyler Perry, the most well-known, by far, African-American film director, no college degree. Fuck that. He don't even have a high school diploma. Malcolm X, no college degree. Madam C.J. Walker, the first self-made millionaire in America, no college degree. Louis Farrakhan, Muhammad Ali, LeBron James. Come on, man. Like, this shit is crazy. You do not need a college degree to become successful. Let me add a couple more names. You got Henry Ford. You got Soichiro Honda, the founder of Honda. You got Steven Spielberg, who actually did not get a college degree until 2002. Well after he made shit like Aliens, and I don't even have to keep going. You got Jerry Yang, the founder of Yahoo. Walt Disney, never finished high school. Albert Einstein. Joel Osteen, going back the pastor route. Ralph Lauren, maybe the most recognizable designer in the world today. You do not have to have a college degree to be successful in today's economy. It's more important to be a self-entrepreneur, independent, doing things your way, not falling victim to the system and what they tell you is the measure of success. Time.
All right. Just to be fair, ATK, that was about 2 minutes that Boom got just then. So I'm going to let you rock out with 2 minutes. It's on you. Close it out. Punch.
All right. Again, those names are cool, but the richest person in the world for the past 2 years, Jeff Bezos, he went to college. All these, there's tons of people who I can continuously list who went to college that actually benefited from their college degree and are very successful today. The names that you mentioned don't matter because Zuckerberg, Gates, all these other people that actually preach how important college is. Maya Angelou, she said specifically, young people must pursue higher education. It's the only thing that can liberate us from our ignorance. We know that through Black history, we have to do it. Blacks fought to be able to overcome the suppression from white people that didn't give us a chance to get an education. We were shamed and put down if we were even able to read or write or do any type of math or think on our own. We had to open our own schools to be able to get the opportunity to have the education. Some of our Black forefathers, they paved the way for breaking barriers to be able to gain an education. And we have to continue that in the world that we are in today. And I don't have to bring up the numbers and the stats. It's literally irrelevant. There's tons of numbers that would prove how important college is, how having a college degree would actually get you more money once you're out of college. But it doesn't matter. The numbers don't matter. I don't remember how many students graduated from my school. I don't remember my graduation rate. I don't remember the number of students who transferred or got magna cum laude. I don't remember these things. What I do remember, and what most people remember who went to college, are the experiences you had, the people that you actually met, the clubs that you joined, the sports, the intramurals, all these college fairs, the meeting with your advisors and professors. Those are the things that people remember. That work that you put in to make sure an assignment was not only on time but high quality. Those are the things that you actually remember. Those experiences. That's the main goal of colleges. Those experiences are literally irreplaceable. You can graduate college at 23 or 22 or 23 or when you do. That 4 or 5 years after you left high school is minuscule in the grand scheme of of time, but it's invaluable in that time that you actually spend during that time is invaluable in the grand scheme when you start to move forward. And utilizing that structured education and gaining your degree is an experience that literally cannot be replicated elsewhere. You should not be taken for granted. You can't let people of the world today, you can't tell them that we shouldn't be looking towards education. You can't tell them that we shouldn't be looking towards gaining that knowledge from our peers, gaining those connections. That's what's super important. That's what's going to be resonating with people as they move throughout life.
Punch Ultimate Debate League. That was Boomer versus ATK. Is college still worth it? I'm going to send it straight over to our ringside analysis to give their thoughts on this battle and who they have winning. Top Tier Podcast. You up first. Punch.
Yo. Oh, man. This is another classic, man. I want to salute you, gentlemen, man. Real shit. This was, I learned a lot. And that's kind of like the whole thing of this. Like, you learn while you're judging and analyzing this. So I want to salute you, too. But I'm not going to waste everybody's time and get right into this with the first round. Close round. I like Boom coming out with the intro. That was slick. I also like that he didn't waste no time bringing up, like statistics. I think that was what was missing in some of these previous bouts, like the analytics on all of this. And I thought his round was strong. He got to his points very quickly. I thought he was going to tackle some things early, but I see that he left it, towards the end, which made sense. But that also left room for ATK to kind of take the first round by an edge because he started quoting the celeb, like the numerous amount of celebs that regretted not going to college. So I thought he played off of Boom's, lack of even like deep diving in that to really just attack that point, talking about the 18-year-olds, not going to college and things like that. So I really thought it was like a close round. I thought it was like their weaker round. They heated up as they got towards the second and third. So I'm going to give the first round slightly to ATK.
All right.
Yo, much agreed, man. Much agreed. I feel like that. Boom had a strong introduction with the Sue Surf bars. I believe those were bars that he recited from Sue Surf. He comes out with statistics, and that was very powerful in the first round. The thing is that ATK responded with an angle as opposed to actual, examples of why this and this might be the case. So Boom came out and said that 0.3% receive enough grants to pay for a full ride to college. He said that the average cost for a 4-year college is $9,000, then jumps to $23,000 out of state, then jumps to $32,000 for a private school. He said that 72% of the grants go to white people anyway. He's connecting it to our community from the first round to the third round. But in this first round, I did edge it to ATK. I feel like it was still a very even and very debatable round.
All right, dope. Top tier. What's your thoughts on the second round? Who you had winning?
Right in the second, man. Boom, rebuttal with the Zuckerberg. Like, he's quoting all of this going back to college stuff. But he's rich and he didn't go to college. And I thought that was powerful to start your second round with. That rebuttal was heavy. It landed. And then he also talked about other ways of getting like education or just getting experience and becoming like a complete human being by joining the military and things of that nature. So I thought all in all, that was a strong second round, but ATK made it close when he was talking about mentors, alumni connections, and just getting about being having a degree, allowing you to get certain interviews that you would never get if you didn't have a degree. I thought that was strong too. But all in all, I think throughout, Boom just landed a little more frequently throughout that second round. So I edged that slightly to Boom. So I got it 1-1 going to the third.
I don't know why we're agreeing right now. I can't even lie. I also have Boom edging that second round. He said that Mark Zuckerberg is worth $60.5 billion without a degree. He said you have alternatives to start your own business. Invest in yourself, he said. He said you can join the military and travel the world debt-free. I'm not sure how many people know about apprenticeship programs because they're not very relevant in the U.S., but overseas, apprenticeships are a very huge thing. He says you can become a welder, mechanic, anything like that. He said the average bachelor's degree is going to take you 21 years to pay off as a student. That's ridiculous. I feel like Boom was much more relatable in the second round. ATK was saying that you need to work good jobs to be a business owner without education, period, or trash jobs. You're gonna be working up for McDonald's, and stuff like that. He said that. And then he also cites how powerful it is to network in a college setting. And he breaks down the idea of what we might perceive college to be. and instead sets it up as a place where you network and gain great experience for the real world. He's really spitting at this point. He's got a different angle in the first round and a different angle in the second round, but I do feel that Boom edged that second round. It's 1-1 going into the third right now.
All right, well, let's get to the third. Who y'all have winning? Top Tier Podcast, Punch.
All right, man. 1-1 to the third. Going into the third kicks off. Boom goes, and he kind of gets into another rebuttal about independence and talking about the names he started dropping that didn't go to school and go to college. Some that didn't even finish high school, which was like not even close to college. I thought that was like powerful because he listed names from LeBron James, Henry, like Ford, like T.D. Jakes, Walt Disney. I thought that was crazy, and I thought also just his overall delivery got stronger as the round progressed, and that you rarely see that in these debates. Usually people tire out, but he was landing shots. He also brought up minority disadvantages. I thought that was important, talking about the community as not only just black people, but just minorities as a whole. And I think that was powerful as well. That was strong. When we go to ATK, I think ATK, man, he was well-rounded. He was talking about the overall experience. He was talking about even your first time, being maybe free to do your thing when it comes to being involved with the opposite sex. I thought that was strong. And I thought the rebuttal he had, although Boom named all those names, he said, yeah, but the richest person in the world did go to college. So I've never called the draw before, but I swear I got it even. I can't call it. I'm sorry. I got it even. Y'all can hate me, but
we not doing that. I ain't eating that. Hey yo. No, I'm kidding. I feel you, but you got to pick a winner, Top. I've been picking winners lately because you haven't picked winners. You got to pick somebody, man.
You put me on the spot.
We ain't eating that. Here, let me go down my third. The third, bro, I had it like this. I agree with you. Boom had a powerful angle naming a bunch of names, man. If I went down that entire list, we'd be sitting here for a couple minutes, right? But ATK rebutted with a powerful angle that you didn't bring up. ATK said that, when during slavery, we did not have the opportunity to get this education. It's almost something that we have to do out of honor and respect because we have now earned this opportunity, right? It's a controversial angle to take. Not many might agree with him, but I do feel that it was powerful. He said that, through the hard work of our ancestors, we now have this opportunity and we should take this opportunity. He also does bring up that more relatable point of, having those experiences, those experiences growing up with the opposite sex, like Top Tier said. And, I feel again that this was a very, very close round, but I got to edge it to Boom, man. I feel like Boom was just talking. ATK did have the rebuttal with Jeff Bezos, and I believe that's the owner of Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. But it just wasn't enough. I feel like he was a little bit redundant in this round, and I feel like Boom, every round he was trying to make a point, and every round it was stronger. Boom, 2-1.
All right. So I remember the third now. Also, when I'm going back to something else we forgot to mention, ATK's third, he also mentioned career counseling, like things you can get only if you attend college, like the whole health services thing. I thought that too. So that kind of sways me to pick ATK actually 2-1. I think he edged it barely by the slightest, but I think it was a great battle, man. This was an instant classic. This should be up in a day or two.
Hey, dope. Salute to the Ringside Analysis, Top Tier Podcast, and De Jesus both for that. I think personally, we the people won. I think we learned a lot. Punch Ultimate Debate League, Boomer versus ATK. Is college still worth it? Till next time, people, punch. Follow Punch right now on all social medias at PunchUDL, Punch Ultimate Debate League. Punch.